Hey, how are you doing? I hope you're well. In today's video, we're going to be coming up with a look for a kombucha company that's made up with the boys. So, who are the boys? We've got Ben Big Dong Long, Chris Crispy Jones, and of course, yours truly. We graduated back in 2016 from a little town called Hamilton. Since then, we've all parted ways to be productive members of society. We thought we'd challenge ourselves with something fun in our spare time, as if we don't sit in front of the computers long enough. Today's challenge is to create a brand identity for a made-up kombucha company. Spoiler alert, this is what I came up with. Do let me know what you think, and if you want to stay for the process, stay tuned. You're more than welcome to. Thank you. Now, where should we start? How about a name? Ben made a list of names, and we tried voting for the one everyone's going to be using, but who would have thought? Everyone picked a different name. So we decided, with the help of the internet, we ended up with one. Kombu Nation, which is a combination of the word kombu from kombucha and nation from combination. But you already knew that. Along with a look based on the brief, we also need to design bottles or cans for two specific flavors, ginger and blackberry. But because two's not enough, I thought I'd add in another one. Now that's out of the way and about an hour or so of shenanigans in the call, we have our name. A starting point. So, what do we do? Full disclaimer here, this process is my process and my process alone, so if it differs from your process, I hope it doesn't trigger you. A starting point. So, what do we do? Well, we want to brainstorm as to how we want our brand to feel, how we want it to be perceived. In this particular case, I want to make the brand feel a little bit more friendly, a little bit more warm, nice, someone you wouldn't mind catching up with every month or so, every day even. They're nice, they're warm, they're awesome, imperfect, all the words. What we don't want it to feel, however, is to be clinical, sterile, and just rigid. Now, I hope by doing this, you're starting to have a vision of what it might look like, and most importantly, what it might not look like. Now, to start the branding exercise off, you must start at the very beginning. Open up Illustrator and start making all the things. I'm just kidding, of course. That's silly. Every great designer is going to tell you to start with a pen and a paper, sketch out your ideas first, and actually do your research. And with that, we can actually start making the logo. For this one, I'm actually thinking of doing a logo type instead of like a symbol icon logo, since it's a new company, or the meaning is not going to be established for anyone to even know what it is, in my opinion. In my head, the sketch actually looked a lot better. Now, to transfer it to the real world, I want to use a nice sans serif font for the word kombu and something else for nation. Now I know by doing this, I'm completely changing the way the name of the company is read, but it also makes it sound like a community. So we'll just go with that when we have to present to a client, which is us. We'll use Random Grotesque for the word kombu, and for the nation, I wanted to use a handwritten type marker font. Looking for one was actually a lot harder than I thought. After searching for a couple minutes, I decided to give up the search and just go with a font Gen. Type all the letters in, adjusted the kerning, made the first and last letter bigger than the rest, and bam! It looks terrible. To add some style to it, we're also gonna adjust the mesh of the text a little, to add a little bit of, flavor to it. You've seen this before, Netflix has it. Ta-da! Here we go. We've got a lockup. I'm not quite set on it yet, but it'll do for now. The first and last letters are pretty heavy. How do we fix that? We cheat. I outline the letters and negative offset the path to get a similar weight to the other letters. I'm sure there are other ways of doing this, but this one worked for this particular case. Usually what you can do is to use a lot of font for these if the typeface allows it. Doing shortcuts like these can sometimes be dangerous, and now we have to tweak it slightly, because with the original letters, the points are actually pointed, so we just adjust that accordingly to make it look the way it should. Because our end product is going to be a can of or a bottle of kombucha, I thought that might be a great place to start. Also, this is a backwards way of doing it. It might differ to your process, but this is mine. So yeah, the font Gin is really giving me whiskey vibes, or any other alcoholic beverage feels, So I thought it'd be a great place to start. Pinterest is your best friend, so that's where I started looking, surfing. Taking notes on what could work, write down what you like about something, don't actually just take it and copy it. You want to work on it, make it fit for what you need. And with that, we come to our first mock-up. As you can see, it's absolute trash. So we'll try and improve on it. I think it's a little too white, so we should add colors. Pigment by Shape Factory is actually a great tool if you want to come up with colors yourself, color schemes. Coolors is also a great tool. For our 3 flavors, I've gone with these colors. Orange and yellow for lemon and ginger, violet and pink for blackberry, and a different shade of pink and violet for lemon and pea flower. Now we've got our colors to play with, why not use it for something more interesting? So I decided to make a geometric pattern to use as a background. Went pretty well, I thought, but man, that is busy. So I decided to fix it just simply by zooming in. And yeah, we're getting somewhere. I thought the type could do with a little bit more loving, so I tried to give it a little more character. I don't think I can even show that. How about we take V2 and V3 and make them have babies? What do we get? Not bad. But I think I'd like to bring the pattern back that we had, even just a little. I think it's really cool. Nice. That's pretty nice actually. And I also almost forgot to mention, by this time I actually managed to find the perfect font. It's called Road Rage. So we simply do a swap, and I know what you're thinking. Hey, Kombu is not centered? And to you I say, remember in the beginning when I said I wanted to make it look imperfect and nice? And so that's that. It's all in the design. Also, add TM to your logos to make everything look official. And just like that, we've done the bottle design. I think we've got enough elements here to make the whole brand, so we do that. I hope you enjoyed watching the process as much as I had fun making it. Do let me know what you think, and I'll see you later. If you want to check out what the boys have done, check out the links in the description below, and I'll see you soon.